my kitchen. E oggi non dobbiamo prendere il faddale. And why did I say in Italian? Today we don't even need a faddale because this recipe is going to be so simple, so easy. Actually, you can actually get a lot of this stuff done ahead of time. So when you come home from work, you can put it all together. I just cooked some orzo, and orzo is this beautiful, it looks like a tiny rice, but it's a tiny little pasta, and I just drained it. And I'm just going to get this bowl, and I'm just going to put it right in there like that. I'm done with that, put that on the side. Now, this is, I call this my Italian Orzo family recipe. So pretty much this is when the garden would give a lot of things. You know, my father and my mom, they would really take advantage of the garden. And what I have here is that I have an English cucumber that I'm going to be utilizing. I also have some cherry tomatoes, but I also want to show you my tomatoes. Look at these beautiful tomatoes that I grow myself. So a lot of these tomatoes I have chopped up in here. How much? It depends on the size of your family. So if you have a family of 4, you may want to need, you know, a couple of cups of tomatoes. It's however you like things to play out. I also, what I have here is I have a diced red onion. I also have diced a half a cup of olives, and I am using Kalamata olives. I have over here 1 1/4 cups of cooked orzo that I have already cooked. I also have my own peppers that I grow in my garden. Look how beautiful they are. I'm going to be utilizing some peppers because peppers are high in antioxidants, loaded in vitamins, and we need that. On top of all of this, I have some artichokes that I'm going to be utilizing into this dish. If you don't like the artichokes, I'm sorry for you. You got to try the artichokes. They are good for you. They're loaded with vitamins, loaded with zinc. Wonderful for you. Then what I have here is I have goat cheese. I did not grow up eating the other wonderful cheeses. We used a lot of goat cheese, so I do have some goat cheese that I'm just going to go into this salad. But what I want to do is I'm also going to implement some basil. I'm going to be utilizing a good 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons of basil. I love basil. And I'm also going to be utilizing 2 to 3 tablespoons of fresh parsley. Also now for my salad dressing, get yourself a nice little bowl like this. It's very simple. This is very easy. We have a 1/3 cup of olive oil. I have a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of pepper that I'm just going to mix together. Just use your fingers, guys. Get in, feel your food. Open up the oils in that, and this oregano, I am using Mexican oregano. Yes, I'm using Mexican oregano because my Italian oregano that I brought from Italy, the seeds lasted for a good 5 or 6 years. And then it died. Yes, I know. So I'm going to have that all in there like that. So that's easy transaction. I have 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. I want to make sure that I get all of my lemon juice into this wonderful concoction here. Because this is going to be our salad dressing, guys. Very easy transaction. There goes our 1/3 cup of olive oil. I want to get it all in there. Because, you know, we're going to be utilizing this to get our beautiful salad. And this is such a refreshing salad, especially now that it's been so hot. And this is something that you can prepare ahead of time. And when you come home, this can be a meal, or this could be a salad, this could be a side dish. And lots of times, to be honest with you, this is what we would have for dinner. Yes. And it would just be like a vegetarian thing. We will not add anything. I have a clove of garlic right here that I just want to fit, as long as it doesn't fly out. What I really want to do to this garlic, guys, is I am going to really, really, really mince this garlic. You know, in my days, there were no jars. In my mother's days, there were no jars. You know, where everything is already pre-chopped. I don't know how long the pre-chop has been in there. I like to have my own fresh ingredients because I want to eliminate as much of store-bought. And actually, you know, you can grow garlic. It's very easy to grow garlic, but I believe it has to be done in the winter time. I try to grow it in the summertime, but it doesn't grow. The good thing, there's a lot of fresh markets around, and that's what I like to do. Okay, so what I want to do is I really want to get this garlic nice and choppy. Bring back the salad dressing. Remember, we had a 1/3 cup of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, a clove of garlic is going to go in here minced, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of oregano. If you don't have the Mexican oregano, don't worry about it. We are listening to Pandora Italian cooking music to get us going on this beautiful Italian Orzo family recipe salad, because this is the salad that my parents had, and this is what I'm doing. And I know that there's a lot of Greek Orzo salads, there's Mediterranean, there's so many different salads, but this is my family recipe. And then I'm just going to mix it like that. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is when you have fresh ingredients. All right, so now that I have this, get this down, put that on the side. I want to take my cucumber. I'm just going to take the little end out. Get, you know, make sure you get like a throwaway bowl. And then what I want to do to this guy, and this is an English cucumber, so it doesn't have to be peeled, but it needs to be washed. When you get it out of that paper, you still have to wash it. So what I want to do here is I want to make this, I'm going to cut this in half again. This guy is kind of goes around, you know. It's not a very straight guy, but it's okay. I have tried to grow cucumbers and it has not worked. So I just want to go ahead and chop this wonderful, beautiful cucumber. Very easy, guys, very easy. Again, you can have all of these components done, like, you know, the night before, and when you come home, just put it all together. And then just go ahead and just add it to this beautiful orzo. And orzo, it's a pasta. It is a pasta. And I buy my orzo, I go to the Italian market. There is an Italian market about half an hour to 45 minutes from where I live. And I go there because they import everything from Italy. And that's how I got these beautiful carciofoli. Carciofoli. That's what they are called. And that's what I'm adding in here. Oh, yes, I love carciofolis. And that's what they're called in Italian. And as you can see, I have quite a few of them, and they are in olive oil, imported from Italy. I love, love, love them, and they're so good for you. Alrighty, let me get my hands cleaned up over here a little bit. And carciofoli, guys, is artichoke. Everybody, carciofoli, artichoke. Now we're going to add that tomatoes right in here that goes like that. Super easy transaction. Now, let me tell you a little secret about the red onions, okay? What I do with my red onions so they don't have such a big bite is I put them in water. It's just a room temperature for like 10 or 15 minutes. I take it out and then I chop it. And then that way it's not gonna have that bitter, you know, I mean, I like it because, you know, that's how we grew up. You know, you just ate whatever was put in front of you. And God forbid, you know, it wasn't like, you want an apple? This is my grandmother. You want an apple? Yes. And she would take an apple and give it to you. Today, it's like this. You want an apple? Well, how do you want it? You want it sliced? You want it diced? You want it with sugar? You want it with sugar? Oh my goodness gracious, just give him an apple, right? Oh, my mia. All right, now I got my wonderful Kalamata olives that are going to go in here. Now to this right here, I haven't finished yet. I also grow my own jalapenos, and yes, I'm going to add a jalapeno to that. Because, you know, my father would always say, a little spice is good for your blood. And, and you know, maybe my father was right. Well, what I just chopped right here is a green pepper, and I'm chopping it like it's a jalapeno. So no. The jalapenos I'm going to chop a little smaller. I'm also going to grab one of my own peppers. Oops! Everything is flying out, but it's okay. It comes back. And then what I do, guys, since this is all organic, I will take the seeds and I will dry them out. And the way that I dry them out is I put them on paper and just let them dry out. And when they're dry, you put them in a jar. That's how my grandfather would do it. So then that way you can utilize the seeds for the following year. Hey, see that? So I just kind of want to go around, and I use my hands for this, so I want to keep all of my seeds intact. Okay, oh, like that. And that's going to go for me to dry this up, because, you know, these are going to give me peppers when my peppers are no longer doing their thing. And what I want to do is, with seeds and all, with a few seeds and all, I am just going to chop it, because I want all the antioxidants of this wonderful pepper that I grow all organic. So then I know what I'm eating. I know what's going in my belly. And now I take my jalapeno man. Yes, jalapeno. I mean, I know you never heard of such a thing, right? Meaning on an orzo salad. And that's because we have an abundance of them. And we love jalapenos, and jalapenos love us. So I'm going to take those seeds, because I want to save the seeds. So what I'm doing is, be careful, guys. I'm going in here, and I am taking the, ooh, this guy is hot. I could even smell him hot. So it just, the membranes comes right out. Just move them out of the way. And now, make sure that I get all the seeds out of the jalapeno. I mean, you know, my dad will eat the whole thing. We'll just eat it just like that. Me, I like it spicy, but this is very, very spicy. So what I want to do now is I want to come in here, and I'm going to take my jalapeno. Now you can omit the jalapeno, guys. I mean, our family always used, like my father would say, is it good for the blood? And what's good for the blood is good for you. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I can tell you this: when I eat hot stuff, I sweat. So maybe that's the reason that it's very good for you to have. And let me tell you something, jalapeno's got its own health benefits. Read about them, they're very good for you. So I just want to really mince this guy, really mince this guy, because I don't want to chunk on a very, very big chunk. Just a nice thin right here. Get your salad dressing over here. Boy, this guy is, woo! I should have worn a mask. And very, very fine. I'm just going to put it all in there and put my salad dressing. And that's going to make my salad dressing nice and spicy. Don't have to add anything else. Okay, so then now that we have this, let me clear this over here. I am going to grab this over here. I'm going to take my other seeds. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to turn over my board. I'm going to grab another knife, because I really do not want all of this into my herbs. I'm going to give myself a quick rinse of my hands. Very easy transaction here. Super easy. All right, now I'm going to grab a scissors, and I'm looking for a good let me see, 2 to 3 tablespoons. I mean, and the one thing is parsley is very underutilized, and it's full of vitamins and nutrients, so I really want to use this. And I want to definitely use a lot of my basil. So I'm just going to take the leaves off, and I'm just going to put it all in here. Very easy transaction, guys. Like I said, anybody can do this. And it's so delicious. And wait till you have this. It's so refreshing. And then what I want to do is I just want to come in here, and I just want to, you see what I'm doing, guys? Okay, safety first. My hands over here, okay? And then you guys can move it around, okay? You see what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? Put it all together. Always keep your hands on top of the knife and not underneath the knife. And that'll keep you safety. That'll keep your fingers intact. I have done it the other way. I still have fingers though, because I didn't chomp them too hard on them. And what I want to do is I just kind of want to just chop this up. And this is what's going to give the nice refreshness. That, oh, it smells wonderful in here. It's just I love basil with parsley, and parsley is so healthy for us. You know, all these herbs are so healthy for us. Make sure that you don't put your finger under here, guys, okay? Make sure you keep it here and just keep doing it. It's no big deal. Look at this. Very simple. Anybody can do this. Keep your blade like so. Very, very easy. Because I like to teach you techniques. I'm just a cook. You know, I am not a nutritionist. I am not a doctor. I just know what works for me. I'm 64 and I'm on 0 medications except for my asthma medication, and I want to keep it that way, and I intend to keep it that way, and that's why I eat the way I do. Although I am a voluptuous woman, there's nothing wrong with being voluptuous. Hey! I went to the grocery store the other day, and there was this lady. She goes, "Oh my God, you're the lady on TV." I go, "TV?" She goes, "Hey!" That was really cute. Because I'm not on TV, I'm on YouTube. And live on Facebook right now. So what I want to do is I just want to get all of this. Yes, I do have one of those other things, you know, that makes it a lot easier for you to pick it up, but I don't want to dirty another thing. I don't feel like it. And you know what? We should not be doing the things that we don't feel like it, okay? I know we have to work. Yes, we have to work. But there are some things that we don't feel like doing, and don't do it to please others. Don't ever put yourself out to please others when you're not feeling good, okay? Take care of yourself. All right, so then now this is all here. And then what I want to do now is mix this up really well, and I just want to get all of this deliciousness right in here. Oh, Mamma Mia! I'm so excited. I can't wait till I eat. And then get yourself some of these guys and just get under there and start mixing this goodness. Start mixing this goodness. We haven't done the goat cheese yet. Look at this goodness. You know, this is something that you go to a restaurant or you see at a store. But you can make this at home. And you can use your own ingredients to make it just the way you want to. And oh, it smells marvelous. And it's got all of these veggies, all of these vegetables that are so healthy for you. Just want to make sure that everything is incorporated. Let me double check. Everybody's in there, mixed very well together. Oh, Mamma Mia. Che bellezza. And then now that you have this beautiful thing going on here, now I'm going to grab my goat cheese. I'm going to take a half of a goat cheese and I'm just going to add it just like that. And why not? My hands are clean. Oh my goodness gracious, look how beautiful this looks. And wait till I show you what it looks like. Wait till I show you guys what you have done. This is all for your health. Now, you can add more goat cheese if you like, or not, or you can just have it on the side. I probably will not have it on the side. Let me raise my hands real quick again. But I'm not done yet. Aspetta, aspetta. Aspetta in Italian means to wait. Now I'm going to grab my black pepper. And we want to do it freshly ground pepper, so we can finish this beautifulness. Oh, look at this beautifulness that you and I have made together. And now you guys, are you ready to see? This is my family recipe. This is my Italian orzo salad. Let me bring it to you guys. Look at the delicious vegetables. Look at the health. Look how wonderful and yummy this is. I want to thank all my wonderful sponsors, Cola Harris with FARMASI. I want to thank Dario Rodriguez with Life and Food Superstores. I want to thank Stephen Bailey with Bailey Fishing and Charters. If you come to Florida, come fishing with him. He'll take you out and you will catch beautiful fish. I also want to thank Soul Angel with Color Streets, and I want to thank you for joining